All right. Hello again, everybody. Preston Kallshian Realtor here, northwesthomelistings.com, northwesthomevalue.com. And today we are going to talk about the cost of living in Snohomish County. So we will do that coming up next. All right, so today we're going to talk about what the cost of living is in Snohomish County, talk about some market stats, and show you around the area via the map a little bit. So I've got this market update from September 2021, and then I've got the map here pulled up on Northwest Home Listings where we can fly around and just look at home prices together, kind of see what's available. And at the same time, I'll show you how easy it is to search and save favorites on the website. So let's start there. This is northwesthomelistings.com. And if you're sitting there trying to figure out how to search and how to find houses in the Everett and Snohomish County area, just hop on the website, create an account. You'll instantly be working with me and the team, local team right here in Snohomish County. So we're happy to help you. And you'll have access to the entire MLS. So we've got every listing updated every 15 minutes with the current price, the status. See one, you can add it as a favorite. You'll be able to edit your profile and set up your own saved searches and all of that. So works a lot like some of the bigger websites, but you're going to have a helping hand there along with you, which is us, that you can chat with us, email us, text us. That's how we communicate with people every day. And we love getting these questions. One we get a lot is, what is the cost of living in Snohomish County or in Everett? So today I'm going to answer that with a little bit of data. Let's look at the county as a whole. And this is pretty recent. It's October 2021 right now. This is from September. What you're going to see here is the average sale price for a house, and let me get my mouse right over that, in Snohomish County, $727,000. Wow. So, and that's a single family home. This is residential, not a condo. We've got condo below at $467,000. Now, both have seen substantial increases, just like most places in the country, due to lack of homes available, right? So supply is low, demand is high because interest rates are low. Buyers want to get out of those high rent situations, take advantage of the low interest rates. So a lot of buyers, high demand, but low supply, right? Sellers are not leaving their homes, or maybe don't have somewhere to go because we've got kind of this bottleneck of supply and demand. So what does that mean? Prices go up. Buyers are bidding on houses, right, and driving the prices up. And that's been happening for a couple of years now. But it's only been exacerbated by the pandemic, obviously. We see a 20% rise in the average sale price year over year. Okay, and that's for houses. And same thing here for condos, 17% or 20%. The median 17, the average 20. So big jump in home prices. And if you're looking on average, that's what you're looking at, around $700,000 in Snohomish County for a house and around $500,000 for a condo. Of course, there are other options. There are condos and other types of housing available in the $200,000 to $400,000 range. And there are single family homes from, let's say, 400 to, well into the millions, depending on where you shop. So let's take a look at that, because we need to get to know the county. Hey, Preston, I've never been to Snohomish County or even to Washington, maybe. Where are we talking about? Well, from a broader view here, Snohomish County is going to run from around the Stanwood area up north. And by the way, that's probably the farthest north that you would even consider commuting down to Seattle or Bellevue, okay? If you're going to be working in Everett, it's a little more reasonable. But if you're working in Seattle or Bellevue or somewhere down here, down south, which is in King County, but a lot of people live in Snohomish County and make that commute due to home prices, probably the farthest north you're going to be is Marysville. Okay, so Marysville is a really desirable area in Snohomish County because the prices are more reasonable. You'll get more for your money. If I zoom in, there's not much available here, but we can see around 500,000 and up. I would say, going into the 7s and 8s out here in East Marysville, where the houses get a little bigger, the neighborhoods are a little nicer. More for your money in Marysville, okay? And Lake Stevens. But if we need to be a little closer to everything, then we'll probably look at Everett, especially if we're going to be working at one of the major employers there like Boeing. Okay. So Everett, we're looking at North Everett here. North Everett is going to be a lot different than South Everett. The houses are older and they're smaller and less expensive. So we're seeing them in the fives, six, 700,000s down here. There's a few in the fours. As we head south in Snohomish County, we get closer to Seattle. Prices are higher. So South Everett and unincorporated Snohomish County out this way, which kind of is triangulated by Mukilteo, Mill Creek, Snohomish. You've got Linwood down here just south. This is the greater Snohomish County area here, and probably where you're going to find the average price around $750,000. Out here east, larger homes, closer to $1 million. Same around here, we probably to get to that 700 mark, we're going to be around here, which is a great place to live. I live out in this area, Mill Creek, Silver Firs kind of area here. And what you'll find here is some in this, 6, 7, 800,000. I mean, everything is really around 800 to $1 million in these neighborhoods right now. And that's what we're looking at for houses in Snohomish County. Okay, if you're looking for condos, and I don't know if we'll find too many available right now, but see if we can find a condo. I'll show you how to refine the search. Let's do that. We'll uncheck this box for homes and we'll just look for condos and click map search. And let's zoom in a bit, see what we can find. Some of these look like houses, but they're detached condos, and some are townhouses, but they're classified as a condominium. Let's look for a true condo. Most of these are detached. Here's a townhouse for $600,000 in Linwood. Same, a detached condo style townhouse in Everett for $650,000. Let's refine our search and say, hey, we've got to be under $500,000. So $50,000 to $500,000. Run the same search. And here, if you're not liking the map, and at this point, I'm going to go to the list because we've kind of narrowed down our results. So I'm going to click property list and get a better idea. And let's go from the lowest price. All right, so this is a RV storage condominium, so it's only $125,000, but we're seeing there are some condos in the 2s and 300,000s here in Snohomish County. So condos can be had, let's say, for $250,000 up to $600,000 or more here in Snohomish County. Homes probably going to be looking at around $500,000 all the way up to over $1 million. Let's talk about some of the other costs of living around here. Well, we don't have an income tax. There's no income tax in Washington State right now. Our taxes are kind of reasonable. Sales tax is around 10%, so it's rather high, I guess you'd say. Property taxes. Property taxes are reasonable here, but they do add on a lot of bonds and levies for the schools. So I would say our property taxes are rather high. You're probably looking at about $5,000 to $8,000 per year for your property taxes, depending on the size of your house. Figure around 1.2%, 1.5% of your property value will be your residential property tax. That's usually collected through your house payment. Your house payment includes your principal and interest for the house, as well as the taxes. They call that PITI. So anyways, let's talk about one more cost of living here in Snohomish County, a big one. Gas prices, right? Hot item right now. Gas is not as much as California, but not as cheap as Alabama, right? Here we're closer to the California price realistically. If they're paying $5 a gallon, we're paying $4. Right around that mark right now. Gasoline, I think, is $3.79, $3.89, $3.99 about here, and diesel about $3.79. So that's the cost of living in Snohomish County. It's a great place to live. We would love to have your questions, comments, likes, subscribes in the video. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll talk to you next time.